Hello and welcome to Wholehearted Business TV, and today I'm talking about the only way to be successful in business and why we find it so hard. I'm Sarah Leather from thesarahleather.com and I'm delighted to have you here. So the only way to be successful in business is to be prepared to feel uncomfortable at least half of the time. And as wholehearted women in business, of course we find that hard. When we feel that hardness, when we feel like business is getting uncomfortable, when we're outside of our comfort zone, when we're feeling a bit icky or feeling a bit stretched, we find it incredibly challenging because we make it mean something about ourselves. We attach a story to it. I'm always saying to my clients, there's the facts and there's the drama that we add to it. And what we need to do in business is stick purely to the facts, and instead of actually getting caught up in the emotion of it. So what I mean by that is we have to, let's say we need to email or phone a prospect, somebody who has shown interest in working with us, and we'd really love to speak to about what we have to offer them because we know we can help them, but we can find it really uncomfortable to send that email, to send that private message, to pick up the phone and ring them because we can have a little story in our head around, well, I don't want to bother them. What if they're already working with somebody else? What if that they can't afford me? What if they think that I'm not far ahead enough for them, or maybe I'm not trained enough, or maybe I need to go and do something else first before I do that. And it starts to feel really uncomfortable. And that's, as wholehearted women, we then don't pick up the phone, we don't send the message, we don't send the email because we're too worried about what other people think, or that maybe we are not doing the best thing by them, which is completely untrue. What is untrue? What is the real truth is that we have to be able to feel that discomfort and do it anyway. Because as we get more and more successful in business, that discomfort doesn't go away. It actually it can get bigger sometimes. I know that isn't really good news for you, but the good news is you get better and better at dealing with it, and we get ways of managing it that helps us to just get on and do it. Like, we need to build up our resilience toolkit, our resilience muscles, so that we can notice, yeah, that's fairly uncomfortable, I'm just going to go and do it. Maybe it's some EFT and tapping and EFT tapping, maybe it's doing some breathing techniques, I'm doing some yoga, putting on some music and doing a bit of dancing first. And the key is really to stop waiting for it to go away, because it doesn't, and I'm really sorry if that's very bad news for you. Sometimes you might have a day when you think, like, I'm killing it today, I'm getting all these things done, I'm feeling really good, and then you start to get some success, and then all the upper limit problems come in, and you start sabotaging your success, and it just starts to feel really hard again. It starts to feel really, really hard. But the key is not then to use it as a reason that you're not meant to keep going, that you're not meant to reach out to those people or do that webinar or create that workshop or do that talk or write that book, or just go and message one of your existing clients, say, hey, how are you doing? Can I help you? We just have to keep going with our business. And it's so easy to distract ourselves with all the things, particularly going and learning something new. It's been my biggest sabotage for all the years, is just thinking, I'll just go over here and learn this here, because we can feel quite good about ourselves when we're learning things, because we're expanding our brains and we're growing and we're not really being challenged. We're not really being challenged to step outside of our comfort zone and do the things that will actually make us successful. That is making money, the money-making things. So I'm challenging you to accept that, like, maybe 50% of the time it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable. And if this feels like I'm not talking directly to you, it's because I am, because it's exactly what I've been through, and it's exactly what I know that you need to hear. I know it's exactly what because it's what I've needed to hear time and time again, and just have to keep getting out there. I'm always saying be the tortoise, not the hare, not the one that races ahead and ends up having a snooze under a tree and doesn't get across the finish line. In business, there is no finish line anyway, but it's just about putting one foot in front of the other. As I said, how do you eat an elephant? Just one bite at a time. Some of it might not taste so good. Some of it just tastes a bit icky, but you need to live. You need to eat. You need to survive. So please just keep going, even when it feels uncomfortable, and nearly welcome the discomfort. It's like welcoming the failure. I've spoken about failure quite a lot before, and it's about welcoming that discomfort and knowing like, oh, I must be getting somewhere. I must be stretching myself. I must be growing. I'm moving forward. And you need to stretch yourself to move forward in business. If we keep staying in our comfort zone, not stretching ourselves, then we don't reach out. We don't, create that webinar, create that training. We don't create our group programs or get new one-on-one clients or whatever it is what we're looking to do to get successful and get paid in business. My job is, the role that I do is to help you to get more high-paying clients, whatever that looks like, whether that's one-to-one, whether it's one-to-many, whether it's online or offline, it doesn't really matter. And it's about stretching yourself, moving yourself forward, and really you just have to build that inner trust and the inner belief that you can do this. And when you are going through periods of doubt, it can feel like, that there's so much evidence there that you can't do it. And you go searching, when we've got a limiting belief about something, we go collecting all the evidence. See, that didn't happen. That did happen, so therefore I'm not meant to be doing this. And it's just not true. That's just you searching for evidence that it's not working. Like for today, I actually can't get on my computer today. I shut it down last night. I haven't been able to open it since. I've got so many things I need to do. I've got a very big long list, but I'm just doing other things instead. And I will get it sorted. It will be eventually sorted. Probably one of my children will sort it out for me. But I will get there. I will persevere with it. And I don't like not being able to get on my computer. It's not helping. But it's, I've still got my phone. I've still got pen and paper. I can still get things done. And it can move me forward and get me to where I want to go. It's a bit more inconvenient, but it's okay. I will get there. So I want to know, what can you do today? What can you do today to keep moving forward, even if it feels uncomfortable? Even if it feels uncomfortable. So please pop any comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And feel free to, if you're not already in my gorgeous free group, Wholehearted Women's Business, make sure you join us there when we talk about all sorts of things, discomfort and comfort and everything else about moving forward in your business. So I'd love to see you in there. And thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.